Well, I think we're still a work in progress. I thought defensively we stepped up and guarded better in the second half, and really did a good job from a percentage standpoint to put ourselves in a good position. Happy to see some individual contributions from a guy like Marion there late in the game, just 8 points there in the last stretch, and maybe that he could build off that and get some momentum. So that was exciting to see. Jemiah Neal's defense throughout most of the game, and definitely his three I thought was a key shot for us at a critical time. But these games are behind us now, and it's good to get back on track and win a basketball game, and now the water gets deep. So we're gotta get Luther back and see what Marcus looks like and get ready for a big game on Thursday night.
How do you feel Jalen Graham looked, his first action of the season?
JG for, again, being away from the team for 12 days and then having a light workout on Friday and 2 practices where we were really being careful with his repetitions. Thought it was solid. He had some good moments offensively, made some things happen for us, challenge shots, battled. So I like that rotation, and even a guy like Enoch in the first half. Again, this was a difficult matchup for him because they're mobile and their big guys are away from the basket a lot. So just didn't get the call in the second half, but he had 5 points and 6 rebounds and did some good things. He was far better than his last game, so that was good to see also.
Team was 7 for 18 from the free throw line. Is that something you're going to have to sort of work on before you guys go to San Diego? Is that it?
I'm trying to stay positive, and certainly, you don't want to shoot those numbers. I don't think anyone was trying to. Kamani had been shooting them really well, besides this game, and so he'll get to work on that. And but that's certainly a problem. I don't think we had many of our guards, taking many free throws either. So, but certainly it's obviously not something that you want to see.
Are you concerned about Marcus's team?
I am. I just don't. I want to see what he looks like, what the doctors say, how he feels tomorrow, and then we'll get a plan for it. Because we've had some setbacks over the last few weeks, with it, and he made strides and he was doing very well, and so it would, this is another minor step back. So we just we got to be careful and see what he looks like tomorrow.
You got to see some different lineups tonight. What was your first impressions of some of those? Playing 2 bigs or bigger front court, or injecting what you got in the backcourt there?
Well, I wanted to see Kamani and Zoe and Jalen Graham out there, just especially with San Diego State and how big they are, and they just want to see how those guys play together. So gave us some film for those possibilities. And then the guards, when we get Luther back, I don't think we're going to lose a whole lot in terms of depth on the perimeter, regardless of what Marcus, looks like tomorrow.
So you guys are able to out-rebound the team tonight, as well as points in the paint. Are points in the paint and rebounding sort of 2 things you're looking to always have the edge on throughout these games?
I think as the guards get comfortable and Marion, hopefully, again, like I touched on, can build off his last few minutes of this game, and DJ Horn did some nice things, scored it tonight for us, and so he had a bounce back game, but we wanted to try and commit to getting the ball inside more, and we did that with Kamani. We played through him a lot in the post, and Jalen Graham, and I think some good things happened when we were able to do that. So we got to have balance, as a team, and thought it was good for Jay Heath just to get some minutes under his belt. He was in the same protocol as Jalen Graham, so missing all that time and a couple of practices. Hope he could, make some strides after this game.
With Marcus, just to wrap up, what's the challenge? Obviously, he wants to get back on the court, but so the doctors and you as a staff kind of maybe take it a little slower with him.
Again, I'm going to follow the lead of what our trainer and what our doctor and how Marcus feels, and let that guide me, and then all I could do at this moment is know that when Marcus wasn't moving good there in the first half, I owed it to him to to make sure that I don't try and put him back in the game until he gets an opportunity to be looked at. And he kind of wanted to play, start second half, but I wanted to make sure that certainly we had a good look at him before we put him back out there.
Just getting Graham and Heath back in there, does that sort of help you with opening up the plays a little more and the rotations a lot more? How is it just having those two tonight healthy?
Well, I viewed those two guys as two of our key players, and so not having them for that amount of time is not great for us. And certainly, Jalen, I have trust. I could throw the ball to him, and he can make some good things happen inside on offense. And then Jay has shown over his career as a scorer, and what he showed in the exhibition game when he had a lot of time to train and practice, that he could be a pretty good player. And I think he'll get a lot out of tonight, and hopefully take another step over the next couple of days.
Chris, you got one?
Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Doug.
Is this the DJ Horn that you expected when you brought him in? Just what we saw tonight from him?
I like DJ outside of when he went for the steal late in the game. He was committing more to getting up on their guards, and I think that was a collective thing that our perimeter guys did a great job of. They was unselfish with their energy to pick up, and DJ was there, Marion, Jemiah. But definitely, the way DJ has shot the ball throughout the whole summer and in the fall, that guys expect him to make shots if he has an opening. So and he's more than just a shooter. I mean, he can put it on the floor, and he's a playmaker.
Bobby, you signed Austin and Duke. Just your thoughts about those two guys?
Yeah, Austin is I think got a tremendous upside. He's he's a lefty. He could shoot it. He's he could create, and he kind of fits the mold of what I look for, and he's very highly thought of in Texas, and got a great family, and is very athletic family, and he loves the game. So I just I have high hopes for him and what he'll bring here to Arizona State. And Duke is a hard hat, lunch pail type guy. Just he really will battle and rebound and defend and plays hard, so plays with an edge. So getting those two guys signed in the program, it was a good day for the Sun Devils.
Was there any?
After a close game in the final few minutes of the game, obviously a tough loss on Thursday. Was it really encouraging to just see this team sort of close this game out in the final couple minutes of the game?
Yeah, I think just playing in close games is beneficial when you get some work in when the game's on the line, and in these type of games you would like to be up 15 or 20 and get a chance some other guys to play, and but as it's turned out, these games have been closer, and they've had more game pressure on them to execute and figure out how to close out a game. And last game was won in 10,000, or I don't know what number it is on making a shot of that nature, or else we're sitting here 3-0, but that's not the case. We're 2-1, and we got a big game on Thursday, and that's really where my mind's at right now.
Bobby, first of all, you touched on DJ, but offensively, did you see him doing anything different tonight, or was it just a question of shots falling? And then secondly, any reason to go back to the shirt and tie tonight?
As far as DJ goes, I just think he's getting in a better rhythm. The minutes are there. He and Marion have had a good connection, even through the summer playing together. So I think it's a matter of just all these guys gelling and them feeling comfortable in their surroundings. And I think DJ just took a step in the right direction in that regard. So I'm glad he had a nice game. As far as this goes, I just wanted to go back to pre-pandemic days, because and the style, it hasn't worked for me. So I'm back to this. This is what makes me feel comfortable. I coached for 10 years in a shirt and tie, so I'm going to stick with this for a while and see what happens. Because the last time I wore a suit prior to this was, I did Pac-12 Media Day. I had to wear that. For that. I mean, that's the day that I would definitely wear a quarter zip and slacks if the Pac-12 cares what I think about anything. But as far as these games go, for 10 years I've coached with a coat and tie and a jacket, or maybe I've lost the jacket early and taken the tie off. But this is what I've done for 10 years, and this is what I feel comfortable doing. So I'm going to do that.